Okay, today in the garage we're going to be working on this instead of this. So the time has finally come. I got to get this car out of here. This is my brother's car. It's a Eagle Talon. It's got a bored and stroked 4-cylinder engine in it. It was a 2-liter, now it's roughly a 2.3. This car is kind of a weapon actually. It's pretty fast. I had started putting a wrap on it a couple of years ago. The car has definitely a 2000-ish paint job. It's very fast and furious. So I was in the process of doing a vinyl wrap on the car. And then we had the big fire here in Fort McMurray and we got evacuated. And the car sat that whole summer as we repaired all the damages to our house from the neighbor's house burning down. You can you can't see it, the window glare's too bad. But I never quite got done with it. I never got back to it after the fire. And then I took on this project here, the 71 F100. And for me, I've always wanted the old truck. It was kind of more fun for me. But I always enjoyed driving this car too. So now I got to get it running and get it ready to go on the trailer. And it's going out to BC and back to my brother, which is really cool because I'd like to see him enjoy the car. And he can finish the wrap on it. I did most of the tuning on it already. New wheels and tires. I got the suspension set up and aligned. Did quite a bit of work, new clutch in the car. So it should be a pretty solid ride for him once he gets all the cosmetic stuff out of the way, and then probably a bit of tweaking and tuning on the tune from there. But really cool car, and we're gonna bring it back to life today, hopefully. Here we are, a little look under the hood. My brother did a really nice job when he built this car. It was super clean, super well put together. Still pretty well put together, not so much clean anymore. You're gonna look at the ceramic coated exhaust manifold and the big turbo, I can't remember, Force Performance. But it's a ball bearing turbo. It just spins forever even after you shut the engine off. Super fast response. And when I was driving this car around before, I was running probably about 23, 24 pounds of boost, and it's pretty exciting at times. It's pretty much a stock engine other than the bore and stroke. No head work, stock head, stock cams, but pretty fun to drive. When it was parked here, I stole the map sensor. You can see the green tape there. Got it marked off, but stole the map sensor to put in my old 71 with the LS swap when I put the supercharger on it. But I didn't want to go out and buy one at that time, so I stole his. Okay, so what we've done here is we've hooked up the cheap 3-bar Amazon map sensor with a hose that's way too big and put a clamp on it to try to get enough of a seal to get the car started. The battery in this thing's toast, so I've got my China brand battery booster just connected to it, which powered the car up right away, but this car hasn't ran for about 3 years, so we're going to see if it's going to start now. Doesn't sound like it's running on all 4 cylinders, but at least it'll load itself on the trailer, so that's kind of exciting. I'm surprised it runs off that little battery booster. It cranked it over real good. Sucking out a lot of black smoke. So rich it's not there on that map sensor, but at least we know it runs. It's awesome. Alright, it's Sunday now, and today's the day we make some room in the garage. But first, we got to go out to the elements and try to dig the trailer out of the backyard. I haven't plowed at all this year. The snow was melting, and then it started snowing sideways yesterday, so we're going to take the old tow pig here, put her in four-wheel drive, and try to get out into the backyard and rescue the trailer. We'll see how this goes.
Oh boy, deep snow. We could be stuck. Don't know what's under the snow either. We're going for it.
Oh, we're stuck. That's that. It's deep. Should never tried it. Oh yeah. Done.
There you go, Tim. There's how far we can get with this trailer right now. Really don't know about this.
Well guys, new plan. After I buried my truck in the yard and took a couple hours of digging and tugging on it with our 4Runner and everything else to get it out of the yard, I gave up. The trailer's too far back. Snow's too deep. So my dad came up, actually with another trailer, and he is going to take the car now and deliver it out to my brother. So you can see on this side with the wrap where it's half done, looks a whole lot better. And it's going to be a pretty sweet looking car once it's not all fast and furious. But we're going to fire it up here, get it loaded up, and say goodbye to this thing. It's been here at my house for almost 9 years. And I enjoyed the heck out of the car. I drove the snot out of it. Put a clutch in it for him. Got the tuning kind of sorted out, and had some big plans for it, but then got completely derailed working on my old truck because I'm more at home in old junk than I am in fast, smooth running cars that go around corners and everything else. So now we're trying to make the truck do what this car did, basically. And it'll be pretty exciting if it does. But for now, let's get this thing loaded up and say goodbye to it. At least say see you later till I go out to BC to visit my brother, and look forward to thrashing on this car out there. Well, there it is, all loaded up, ready to make its 1,800 kilometer trip back to its new old owner, and hopefully he does some good stuff with it. Beat up old farm truck, gonna take it away. So good luck with everything, Tim. It's a hell of a car. It's gonna be even better when you're done with it, and I can't wait to see it when you get it all put back together.